Hey, what's up guys, TheCampingRusher here. We're starting the video with Season 4 news. There is a lot of it. First, a Fortnite times Deadpool and Wolverine collab is most likely happening, and you would think it's going to be for the new Marvel season. Epic are currently reworking the old Wolverine claws, so the version 2 mythic weapon will be coming out, specifically for Season 4, and they usually try to re-release old Battle Pass collabs with alternative design slash suits. So the claws, that's in the files, that's happening. The debate is, are the skins happening? I just don't see how they don't do this. This new movie is very hyped up. The release date of it is July 26th, and the end of this season right now is August 16th. So the dates don't line up perfectly. The movie comes out about 3 weeks before, so that's the only kind of weird thing up in the air. I just don't see, with something this big and a Marvel season right on the horizon, I would just wait. And also, I agree with this, reskinning of a lot of old Marvel skins, because at this point we have so many Marvel skins, they almost have to remake some of the popular ones if they're going to be pumping these out every season, which I think is the plan. And then including Marvel season's going to have, you would think, at least 10 new Marvel-focused skins. So that's the first bit of news on Season 4. Then, I did talk about this update night, but you might have missed it. They also have the Super Launch Pad being worked on for Season 4. And then, maybe my favorite AR of all time, the Striker Burst Rifle version 2. I don't know why, I just absolutely love this thing. I guess the question is, will it have bullet drop or not? I feel like that's a weird weapon to have bullet drop, but it probably will. I'm assuming they're going to keep this pattern going for the entirety of Chapter 5. Fortnite is also working on a new dual SMGs weapon. And in itself, it could just be news for this season. Dual SMGs are coming. However, a couple people said maybe this could be the Punisher's mythic for Marvel Season 4. And I had to look up some photos. Yeah, I guess the Punisher did like using akimbo-style weapons. I actually haven't seen the movie. Popular character. If this is in the files, there's a chance the Punisher is involved next season. Now let's talk about something you probably have not heard about. You've probably heard about this. There's a new bunker on the map. Someone or something is trying to get out. And we know bunkers, they've been a staple in Fortnite storyline or Fortnite trolling since the beginning of this game. And there's also this teaser for the Wanderer. Okay, we've got that image there from a Battle Pass loading screen, and then there's a file image as well that both are Wanderer-esque. And Wanderer has been mentioned a couple times at the end of last season leading into this, but because it hasn't been officially revealed, we think it may be more important for Season 4. So that brings us to our Season 4, Season 3, whatever you want to call it, Build Up Season 4 mini live event. And we've got a theory here from David the Ruin, and I mean, let me know your thoughts. It's a massive photo, so there's a lot of info going on, but the main point is there was an old telescope from last season, and it has now been removed. There's now a new telescope on the bottom left there, different design, and that came with the Chapter 5 Season 3 update, so it's brand new, and it points directly at the bunker. Probably, this bunker belongs to the Wanderer. The telescopes usually do tell an interesting story. Like last season, the telescope was pointing at the sandstorm, and the thought was that the explorers were observing the sandstorm, observing the doom that was on the way via the telescope. So yeah, I like this. I mean, it's the best theory we've got with the info we have early season, but it does connect us highly to Season 4. We also have news on the Battle Pass upcoming this season, and we'll get to that in a second, but I do want to talk about some buffs, some nerfs, some patches that Fortnite just made today, and one of them are the boss cars. Mythic boss cars are no longer invincible while in the vault / before the vault is opened up, and apparently this was due to an issue. People were getting the car out without opening the door, and then basically these already such powerful mythic boss cars were unkillable. You had full-on God mode. So hopefully, I mean, some of you have probably ran into that. It's fixed now. But yeah, if you want to ruin someone's day, I don't know if you'll get enough ammo for that early on, but you don't have the key. You don't want to play against this thing. You can now destroy the car from outside the cage. It'll just take a lot of ammo. More upcoming vehicle mods have been leaked. Armored windows, 500 HP each window. Spiked tires will deal damage to nearby vehicles. So I don't know what the armored windows I would think would be a new slot completely, because, it's not really a turret, it's not a bumper, and it's not wheels. So it might just be a fourth slot that we'll get later on in the season. But those are two new ones. We haven't heard about anything else just yet. Upcoming Fortnite Festival jam tracks releasing Thursday. The main focus here is 4 new Ariana Grande songs coming to the game, and there's some other ones there. I'll keep the list in front of you, and then we will move on to our first update for Season 3 is now confirmed to drop either June 11th, June 13th, so that week, so about 2 weeks from now. It's likely the second last update before Epic Games' company-wide vacation, and it will add the Metallica collaboration. So very exciting. Yeah, Epic does go on break for about a month or 3 weeks or so during the summertime, during the wintertime, one of each. So we're coming to that stage, but we got a couple more updates before that happens. Of course, I'm your guy. Subscribe, turn your noties on. I'll keep you up to date on all things Fortnite, including this, more Fortnite times Fall Guys info. As per the previous leak, there will be a Fall Guys minigame on the map in which you will get rare to legendary loot depending on how well you do in it. The image below contains all items that you can obtain in it. So I've got the list in front of you. Some of these are new unvaulted weapons. Some are just weapons that are already in the game. And this gets me excited because we know this is coming around June 17th. And what we knew about it was Fall Guys creative. Like, creators are now going to be able to create Fortnite times Fall Guys, or just really Fall Guys specific maps with Fall Guys assets in Fortnite. So you'll see those start to come up on creative. I didn't fully understand that we were also getting a big mini game in Battle Royale. And I think this is key. I also always say that one of my favorite seasons of all time was when we had the mothership game mode in Fortnite. It would take a lot of time, but you'd go into this mothership thing. If you did well, then you would get full-on legendary loot. It was a pretty cool temporary adjustment to Battle Royale. I really enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to Fall Guys. Hopefully I played a lot of Fall Guys. Hopefully my 750 plus crowns, I played too much of it, comes to use, and I'm getting legendary loot every single game. That's my plan. So there was a leak today that kind of goes along with this now, because there are some more potential summer unvaults that were leaked from the files. And Impulse, Rift to Go, Dynamite, Mini Crash Pad, Med Mist, and Lock On Pistol. So there's a lot of them here, and there's actually more than that we've already talked about, and I'll mention again. But I think a lot of these may just be attached to the Fall Guys mode. So a lot of these items will only unvault for the Fall Guys minigame. It could change, but that's what I'm seeing here, because we also had this list, and I think this list is separate. Here are some upcoming Fortnite Season 3 items. There's a new heavy sniper. I will actually show that off in the background right now as I read out the others. It does 3 times the damage to vehicles, so it's an anti-vehicle weapon. We've got also the revolver shotgun, tow hook gun, magneto mythics, the tri-beam laser rifle, which is the Fall Guys collab, combat AR, minigun, flintlock, treasure maps, and pirate cannon. So those, I think, are all coming to the actual game, and the other ones may more be focused on the Fall Guys minigame. One of the survey skins was spotted in the Fortnite Rec trailer, and I just haven't had time to talk about it, so there it is. I wanted to show you. Upcoming skin. She looks really clean. No idea when it releases, but assuming sometime this season. It's looking more and more like our Season 3 mini event, Mini Pass. We're getting one of these every season, it seems. So it's just a matter of what and kind of when, but mid-season, I assume. Maybe before they head out on break would make more sense. So around, June 29th, something like that. But possible mini pass. Fortnite had the Pirates of the Caribbean listed as a Battle Royale event in the leaked roadmap. So that's the biggest piece of evidence. And now they plan to add treasure maps, pirate cannons, flintlocks, and a landmark for the collab, which, is just too much stuff for an item shop drop, Hypex says. And I actually did mention this in the live stream on update night. When you've got that much focus on one collab, plus the roadmap leak where they've called it an event, I'm almost certain that this is our mini event, mini battle pass coming later this season, and I'm all for it. I'm a big fan of the franchise. I actually just watched it recently for the first time with my wife, and it's a hit, man. And I think it will play really well in the gameplay in Battle Royale. So yeah, we did talk about treasure map, pirate cannon are unvaulting, and the flint knock, it will no longer deal fall damage at all. So they've actually adjusted this thing a little bit, and apparently though, you can only get the flint knock from treasure cannons. So many items, weapons are being unvaulted this season. It's just for a lot of them, there's only going to be certain ways to get them, and that's okay. I think it just forces you, if you want to use these things, to go into the Fall Guys mini game and try out some of the things that Epic are putting there for us if you want to experience all the fun and the weapons that the game has to offer. Thanks everyone for using code TheCampingRusher. I appreciate you. Touch that like button. Take care. Talk soon. Goodbye.